Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ted Neum. I'm a food, beverage, and portrait photographer based out of Philadelphia. I'm currently testing a light setup right now, and I've been using these Canon VCM lenses for the last year, and I feel like I have a good enough experience to just at least, I'm not gonna say a review, but just give my overall my thoughts about on these lenses. I don't have too many negative feelings about them, but there are issues that I really wish Canon would have dealt with, considering with these lenses. I feel like I have the complete set that I would want for work and that sort. I have the 24, 35, 50, which I'm recording on right now, and the 85. Canon also has a 14 millimeter and a 20 millimeter VCM lens. I personally don't really care for that focal length, so I wouldn't be getting those lenses. So my current issues with these VCMs is that I wish that Canon put image stabilization in these lenses. I don't know if those IS motors would have impacted the VCM motors in these lenses, but considering that the Canon put these out as hybrid lenses for both photography and videography, they would have been so much better had they had image stabilization, especially considering their cinema line, the C50, which I rented and was awesome, but it doesn't have IBIS. The C80 doesn't have IBIS. The C400 doesn't have IBIS. Obviously, if you rig out all those cameras to get enough weight, especially the C50 because it's such a smaller camera, it can help negate some of the shake you'll get from handheld shooting. But really, these VCM lenses should have had image stabilization in them. Again, I don't know if that would interact with the motors, but it's like, come on, Canon, really? You have IS in the silver ring lenses. You have IS in the zoom lenses, but not these VCM lenses that you made for hybrid photographers and videographers. Like, come on. The other one is the big one is the necessity of in-camera corrections, because without those corrections or digital through software, these lenses will vignette at the corners and they will bow out a bit, so it'll make the frame look kind of weird. So the corrections adjust the image to make it more rectangular and reducing the vignetting. But overall, in terms of color, sharpness, and look, they're really great lenses. I can't fault them for the image quality, and obviously after the cameras, the software is a software that helps adjust the software doing those corrections. And they're also pretty much the same size, almost the same weight, had the same filter ring size. So I feel like those alone are are great for these lenses. So yeah, my only qualms is the lack of IS and the necessity of having to do corrections for these lenses. But I'm pretty sure if there's a Mark II, I probably would not buy them, because unless they do have image stabilization. But if there are Mark IIs of these lenses, it's probably going to cost more money. So we'll just leave it at that and just say that if you're looking into these lenses, yeah, they have to use camera corrections to fix the image in post, but you don't have to. As long as you leave the settings in your editor, Capture One or Lightroom, and then in the camera, you'll be fine. You don't really notice it as much. But yeah, it's obviously better to have these not having these issues and just having to be an optically superior, an optically amazing lens, especially for the price we're paying. Obviously, that'd be the best way, but I feel like if Canon did that with these lenses would be massive, heavy, and may not be suitable for video work. So they had to make the compromise. But yeah, those are my general thoughts on these VCM. Man, what's going on with my voice? But that's my general feelings on these VCM lenses. I think they're great if you're in the market for them. Maybe try to shop for them used. But yeah, they're great lenses. Aside from those two quirks I mentioned. So yeah, that's this video. Just wanted practice video and just have my general thoughts on these VCM lenses, and that's art. But if this video was any helpful to you, just leave a comment. I'll like to hear from you. But if not, like and subscribe. I'm hoping to get better with my video, and you will keep following me along this video journey. And I'll see you in the next one.